So guys, this is my weekly report for October 23rd. As you can see, I'm sitting in my bass boat on the side of my house because of the weather. But anyway, on Tuesday I was out Collinsville looking for stripers, and it's been on and off. We caught a bunch of little small stripers, and I did catch one about 8 pounds on top water. But the water temperature is 64 degrees, and there's no signs of a whole lot of those big schools of fish. There's a ton of them out there in the bay in San Pablo. So our water temperature dropped 10 degrees, so I'm anticipating they're going to start moving in the system here pretty soon. And and I'm looking at the calendar. We're in October, and normally I don't really start fishing heavily for the stripers until almost Thanksgiving. So it's a little bit early, but just one day all of a sudden they're going to pop up. They're going to be there. Got a lot of guys out there fishing, keeping giving me the heads up, and overall it's been kind of tough. So there's guys that are picking up some here and there. The bass fishing's been really good. I've been doing real well up north, but everywhere has been good. Guys in Central Delta have been doing good. I know Ken Mall's been doing really well down there, and it's been real good up north. The water temperature is dropping, and I've always done really good there when that water's gotten in the low 60s and the high 50s, because they'll start moving on to wood and start picking up some nice fish. But the bass bite's overall has been really good for me down in the Delta. I did sneak down last week and do a little salmon fishing on the McCollum for about an hour, hooked a couple, and the boat ramp over there at New Hope and Wimpy's, they opened the boat ramp again. But their parking lots are full. And I talked to a few guys, and they are catching quite a few salmon, on that McCollum River system now. I know the Southern American slowed down a little bit, but if you want to go catch them, because you don't have maybe another week for a season close, but they're doing really good on the McCollum. So, if it's salmon you want to do, head up there. Okay, so that's generally what I've been doing this week. Other things, ocean, bluefin tuna. Michael, my nephew, and my brother were going to head out the other day. They decided not to go because of the weather, but he has a lot of friends over there in the Bay Area, and it's been really tough. So the albacore and the bluefin fishing around here has been really slow. I know there's guys up north in Crescent City and Fort Bragg up there. They've been doing okay on albacore, watching where the water temperature is close enough where they can actually go out and get them. So around here though, kind of slow. Rock fishing, all depths are open. Fishing is off the hook. They're catching Cal Don, and James Smith has been going out fishing somewhere by the fair lawns, and he's actually catching 2 drifts. He's done with 30 guys with limits of lingcod, and the fish are all nice size. They're in that 12 to 20 pound range. And the rock fishing is also off the hook. They're catching a lot of rock fish also. So the bottom fishing has been really good. So crab season opens November 1st. As of right now, it looks like it's going to be a go. So, a lot of those guys, like I know Jay, Lopes on the right hook, he's moved his boat over to Bodega. He's sturgeon fishing right now, but he'll move his boat over there, and he's been doing a lot of trips out of there. The other guys are probably going to go out of San Francisco, out of the Bay Area, and I know Cal Don and stuff, those guys are already booked up for opening weekend. So anyway, San Francisco Bay, the stripers, like I said, has been off the hook, and San Pablo, and the halibut, they're still catching halibut, and the leopard shark fishing has been really good too, but it doesn't get a whole lot of pressure. So anyway, we're going to come in a little closer in the Delta. The sturgeon fishing is off the hook. So you got the guys that run a 6-pack like Jay Lopes, Rick Gilcusta, Steve Mitchell. Those guys are up there, somewhere by Martinez, and they've been having 20 to 30 fish days on sturgeon. It's all catch and release. And you know, sturgeon report cards are now free, so there's no charge. You just go to licensed dealer and have them print you out a card. And then there's also a season. Before there was never a season on open and close on sturgeon, but there is now. So the stripers, like I said, they'll be moving in here real quick. I'm just getting ready. You know, and I keep going, you know, keep telling myself they're going to show up, and some days I have good days and some days not. And the bass fishing has been really good. It's been really good for me. I've been catching 30 to 50 fish every time I go out, and then having somewhere between a 16 to 22 pound limit. So anyway, we're going to come in a little closer and we're going to talk about the river. Salmon's probably going around the best. The only place you could fish is the Feathered American, and which they have closed areas, and then also in the McCollum, which the McCollum seems to be the best right now. And if you want to go fish the American, I'm pretty sure Austin Wilson and Kyler Perry are still taking clients out somewhere close. Steelhead will be starting real quick. I know there's already a bunch of them in the system, but you know, those two guys are the ones you might want to get a hold of, Austin and Kyle. So the lakes, the fall bass fishing's here. Get your spoons out. If you want to go to Berryessa, I would get a hold of Don Paganelli. The spoon bite at all the lakes, because this is the time of the year in the fall where the threadfin shad will start migrating up to the main rivers to get ready to spawn, and those bass just follow them. And if you can find those schools of threadfin shad that are like 2 to 4 inches, you're going to catch some nice bass. And you know, watch for the thermocline, see where it is. You know, it's going to be coming up higher and higher and higher. But I think at Berryessa it's still down around 30 to 40 feet. So also the lakes, the trout fishing has been really good. Pyramid Lake, one of the best trout lakes, trophy lakes in the country. And I was up there, you know, the opening weekend, but I hit bad weather, you know, and we only fished a few hours and we only caught 20. And, you know, some days 20 fish is a good day, but over there at Pyramid, if you're not catching 50 to 100, then it's slow. So also they're catching a lot of them trolling and jigging, but I got friends that have been going there and they've been catching a lot of them trolling. And they've been getting a lot of fish in that 12 to 15 pound class range. I think the biggest one this year so far has been J.D. Ritchie, who caught a 28 pounder the opening day. But anyway, Blind Squirrel, he has a YouTube channel. It's called Blind Squirrel. He was up there at Pyramid trolling and did a video, so if you want to watch and see how he did it, you can go onto his channel and check it out. And the trout fishing in Sierra Lakes has been off the hook. I got a friend that's up at Frenchman. One of them was at Eagle Lake, and it's just off the hook. I mean, they're catching the heck out of trout. But that's normal. That's this time of the year. I think you could go to any of the Sierra Lakes and do real good right now. If you go to Eagle and you want to hook up with a guy, give Tim Noxon a call. He could really put you on him. So the trout fishing, this is perfect weather, ideal. Berryessa, Big Nate or Troy Bar, you can get trout. King salmon will start turning around, start opening up. The bite will get good on the kings. And Orville, Folsom, Berryessa, those are the lakes that you want to try. Brett Brady is good at Orville. I think he does Folsom once in a while too, but Big Nate and Troy will be the guys at Berryessa. Crappie fishing, usually this time of the fall, it usually turns on really good, and in winter. Delta fishing has been real good. My brother's been going up north, and he's been catching anywhere from 25 to 75 fish, and they've been about the size of your hand, so they're going to get a little bigger as we get in the winter. Berryessa, you know, if it didn't have to decontaminate your boat every time, $150 to get it done, to go fish different bodies of water, it just makes it tough. So, but I'm probably going to be heading up to Berryessa here when the weather turns and winter gets here, because you can get a lot of big crappie up there. So the fishing scene's been good. This is the fall. it seems to turn on all the bites, you know. So, you know, pretty much anything you want to go after, sturgeon, from crappie, perch, sturgeon, the salmon, the striper, to whatever, bass. It's a good time of the year to get out there. Okay, we got some upcoming events. NorCal Guides and Sportsmen's fundraiser, annual fundraiser, is Saturday, November 8th. You have to get the tickets online at ncgasa.org/shop, S-H-O-P, and get your tickets. This dinner they have, they give away a lot of stuff. They raffle off 75 guns, 50 guided trips, 5 lifetime hunting and fishing licenses. So, you know, if you're lucky at raffles, you need to get there. So give them a shout. And then, you know, if you need a boat or you need a trolling motor, electronics, go see Gone Fishing Marine. Ask for Mark. They also do decontaminating, but only for Folsom and Berryessa. So anyway, I'm still hitting the water hard every week with consulting on electronics. I've been doing a couple a week, and basically I take you out and check your boat on the trailer first and make sure your transducers and everything are correct, and then go over everything and then put you on the water and show you how to work them. And the only way, the easiest way, because I closed my website, is to contact me through my cell at 916-761-7594. And if I don't answer, just leave me a message, because when I'm on the water fishing, I don't answer my phone. Anyway, so if you like the video, hit that like, please subscribe, and leave me a comment if you want. I'll get back within a few days. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week.